If check in on where Helene stands right now, still strengthening up to about 85 miles per hour sustained for the wind, so Category 1 hurricane. It's moving into the Gulf of Mexico. We've got plenty of very warm water for that to charge itself up potentially to a Category 4 hurricane. Those warm waters boosted by climate change, making those major hurricanes a lot more often. As you look at exact track radar, seeing some bands of rainfall up and down Florida right now. The big thing, though, is by tomorrow, the storm surge I mentioned just a second ago. So that's when the height of the water levels reaches above the normal sea level. So imagine like where the coast is on a day-to-day basis. You add about 12 plus feet into some areas along the coast. I mean, we're talking about 15 to 20 feet above that normal sea level. That's getting up to the second or higher stories of some buildings. So those along the coast hopefully are evacuating, especially in these areas, as 15 to 28 feet storm surge likely unsurvivable according to the National Weather Service. So here's future track. We'll watch Helene work its way through the Gulf of Mexico early tomorrow. Still looking at those outer bands of rain hitting Florida through the day. Into the afternoon, we'll have to see just how fast it's able to intensify. May hit Category 4 just before landfall. You're looking at 130-mile-an-hour winds in some of these spots. And then it moves inland, and if it manages to hold its strength, spots like Atlanta could see that very strong wind as well as heavy rainfall. So there could be flooding through Georgia as well as into the Carolinas. And then that worked its way northward into spots like Tennessee and westward from there over the course of the weekend. So could see some major impacts, not just in Florida, but also catastrophic impacts north into Georgia too. We do see all of the rain stay away from us, so we've got quiet conditions going into the weekend even as that system approaches. Really for us, it's another quiet weather pattern. We've seen several so far this month. This new iteration, it's sunny and it's dry and near 80 for about the next 5 days or so. Not looking at any rain chances possibly through next week, so a long stretch of dry weather setting up here. Overnight, we're back down to the 40s again, like we saw as of last night with some patchy fog. And then, just like today, cool start to the morning, warming quickly near 80 in the afternoon under a bright sunny sky. And then as we go into the weekend, Helene approaches, make it a little breezy on Friday with some gusts up to about 30 miles per hour. And then the breeze dies down on Saturday, but we may pick up some more cloud cover. So very minimal impacts here going into the weekend as the leftovers of that hurricane approach the region. So we are dry through the end of this week and into next week. Note the temperature change though, 80 on Monday down to the 60s on Tuesday in your most accurate 10-day forecast. As we go into October, we'll settle into that kind of weather, cooler long term.